Greetings and welcome to the Fan Perspective. I'm your host Nathan Lyle, and this is WNBA Weekly, the show where twice a week, usually on Mondays and Fridays, I talk about things that happened recently in the association and things I'm looking forward to in the coming days. And this was a busy weekend, packed full of really fun and exciting games. If you didn't check them out, you were really missing out. There are a lot of games that were surprisingly more interesting than I thought they would be. Like, did you see the Mystics and the Storm? It was a low-scoring game, but wow, that was a lot more thrilling than I expected. And a lot of quite controversial. I can't really explain it in words. You just had to see it. So there's so much stuff that happened this weekend. This video would be way too long if I just tried to describe it. Also, let's look at some of the key pointers of what happened. First of all, you've got the San Antonio Stars, who are now on a 7-game losing streak and have officially been eliminated from playoff contention. And on the other hand, you've got the Tulsa Shock. They seem to have gotten their shit together. They are now on a 5-game winning streak, and for the first time in franchise history, they have clinched a playoff berth. And then you have the Indiana Fever, who had been playing so incredibly well, only one loss since the All-Star break. They suddenly find themselves on a 3-game losing streak. So yeah, the Indiana Fever have now dropped 3 games in a row, which has opened the door for the Chicago Sky to climb in and take that 2nd seed. And they have now, for the 3rd consecutive year, clinched a postseason berth. So Chicago Sky, 3 years in a row, going to postseason. Which, no shock there. It would be shocking if a team with Elena Delle Donne did not make the postseason. And also on Friday, Brittany Griner dunked against the Mystics. No big deal, it's what she does. So those are some of the key points. If you want more details, be sure to check out the description down below. And now, moving on to some of the games that are being played this week. As always, the times I'm saying are Eastern Standard Time, so make sure to adjust for your time zone. And I'll tell you which ones are being broadcast nationally. For the rest, you can check your local listings, or you can see every single game on WNBA Live Access. So we begin with some of the games being played on Tuesday. You have Atlanta at New York at 7 p.m., first versus worst in the Eastern Conference. In Atlanta, I think they're only like 1 loss away from being eliminated, or maybe like 1 loss and 1 Mystics win, something. They're like this close to being completely out of it. I mean, by the time I do the next episode on Friday, they'll probably be done. Probably, not a guarantee though. Then you've also got Connecticut at Indiana. Connecticut, basically same position as Atlanta. This damn close to being just done. And then that one's on at 7 p.m. And then on Wednesday, you've only got 1 game being played, and it's at 3:30 on NBA TV, and that's Washington at Phoenix. Both of them jockeying for playoff positioning right now. And Phoenix, they're getting back from what was a very long road trip for them. And both of these teams looking to get a few wins together. And then you've also got on Thursday 3 games being played. First one, Chicago at New York. That one at 7 p.m. on NBA TV. And this is a battle that could potentially be for first place, but probably not. Because New York pretty much has a stranglehold right now. They would have to lose 5 of their last 6 games, and Chicago would have to win 3 of their last 4 games in order for Chicago to overtake New York for that first seed, because Chicago already 3-0 against New York, already 3-0 against Chicago, so they own the tiebreaker. So Chicago has to finish with a better record than them to finish above them. But who knows? Strange things have happened before. It's still worth checking out anyways, because this could be, at least if nothing else, a potential Eastern Conference Finals preview. And then you also have Tulsa at Seattle, that one at 10 p.m. And Tulsa, they clinched a playoff berth. Seattle, not quite eliminated, but once again, very close. Not only do they have to win a bunch, they have to count on LA losing a few down the stretch. So, they're not completely out, really, but for the most part, it's a long shot. And then you have, last but not least, Washington at Los Angeles. That one at 10:30 p.m. on NBA TV. And both of these teams, as of right now, they're in the 4th seed, but they haven't officially clinched a playoff berth. It doesn't seem possible that they could be out, but a long losing streak could potentially knock one of them out. don't see that happening. They could both still raise up in the standings. Mystics have a better chance of that than LA. Either way, this is an important matchup for both of these teams that they would both prefer to win. And that's it for this edition of WNBA Weekly. Tune in on next Friday for another On edition. But until then, this has been The Fan Perspective. I'm your host, Nathan Nile. Sorry if this video was too short, unless you like it short, in which case I'm sorry this video was too long. I have a tendency to ramble. So, have a good week. Enjoy September.